What's up, guys? Welcome to Backroad Driver. This is a very special edition as we are at Bronco Super Celebration East. I'm Brad.
I'm Dayton. I'm Raleigh.
I'm Leah.
And guys, what are we here to see today?
The new Broncos!
We're going to take you guys around, show you some of the old stuff that's here. We'll probably grab some ice cream, and what we came for today was to see the 2021 Bronco.
Official
Bronco driver right here. That's a cool color right there. That is a cool color. Sick. We are at the Bronco Nation booth. We've got the wonderful Bronco Nation people here. We've just signed up. We've got D, his official Bronco Nation hat. Raleigh got a big page of stickers. They've got the Sasquatch. They've got everything on there. These are some of the nicest people. Guys, you can go online and sign up for Bronco Nation. They've just brought me up to speed. You can find other people to go ride with. You can find people to swap parts with. You're automatically entered into all the forums where everything goes down. So it's a huge community for Broncos. There's nothing else like it, nothing that's well put together, and you can get invited to a lot of different rides and just a ton of neat stuff. So check that out and join Bronco Nation. You get some welcome gifts. I'll probably show you those in another video. That's pretty cool, and it's neat to meet these people in person instead of having to meet online. But you can go sign up right now. Where's the website?
TheBroncoNation.com.
TheBroncoNation.com. Check it out. Breast Cancer Awareness Month, probably the most appropriate in the whole place. It's just an awesome color, guys. Very, very cool. Even the inside has got the pink stitching in the seats, pink painted interior. Sweet ride. Save the tatas. So after months of waiting, we finally come in contact with the new Bronco. Let's go check it out. We're gonna start with the Bronco Sport. This is an amazing looking vehicle. I'm telling you right now, Ford knocked it out of the park. In person, this thing looks amazing. These Steelies look very nice in person. I know on a just a photo you can't really tell, but the quality is there, guys. It's just super nice. This is the Badlands trim. Got the brown interior. Very nice. I would say, and I've been in a lot of Ford vehicles. My family drives pretty much all Fords. This is probably the nicest looking Ford product that I've seen. My wife drives a Navigator. It's not on Lincoln's level, but this is an extremely nice interior. And I'm gonna slide around back here. We're gonna try to talk our way into some of this. Obviously, it's kind of like you're a little bit larger maybe than the Escape size, but plenty of leg room. And you can see this, the details in the trim. They've really stayed true to the brand here. Take a peek in the back. The functionality is amazing. Back of the seats have rubber on them, so when you flip that down, the whole bed would be rubber, but this is that optional pop-up, cargo pop-up. It's amazing, guys. In person, you got Bronco stamped everywhere, but not too many places. And then you can see some of the Ford accessories here. We're gonna slide over and check out the 4-door, and then I'm gonna run the 2-door down. It just pulled out of here. And then there's a red Sport over here. It's a little bit different animal. We're gonna check that out in just a little bit as well. Guys, this is the 4-door Bronco. I'm told this is a prototype version, so I don't think we're going to be able to get in this one, but we got a shot at the 2-door that's black that they have here. Badlands version. The wheels look like a mil-spec aftermarket wheel that you would buy. Really good looking wheel. Gigantic tires. On the fly here, I'm going to try to see if I can see the size. Those are 35s, and you can tell they look very, very much at home. Looks awesome. Let's peek inside here. Like I said, this is a prototype. So they've got the rack up top used for gear. You've got a GoPro 360, a CB, a phone holder, a couple things strapped in. This trim, just as I mentioned on the Sport, this trim inside is nothing like I've seen on a Ford vehicle. This is absolutely amazing. And surprisingly, this rear leg room looks like it's either as much or more than the Sport. And the back of these seats have the plastic on them, so this is very utilitarian but very plush and detailed. You can see the hard underside there. That'll come off. You can see the clamps here where that pops off.
Oh, you can see that.
It's just absolutely amazing. And then under the front there's some more clamps to be able to pop that off. So let's slide around back. Full size spare on the rear door. Now I guess this may have been the Bronco in the photo, because you've got these plastic blackout windows. The whole back piece is plastic, so that must be an accessory. But I believe this was just in a photo on Bronco 6 website. In the back, you've got the covered area, all the gear. You can see where you can snap gear in. This is actually a pop-in deal where you can slide the cooler out. This is amazing. And the rear cargo space is huge. You got the flip-up glass, swing out door. They've now this right here actually comes on all of them, but they've got their cooktop on this unit. Pretty amazing. And what's really neat is this body color is on the inside of the door. So when you shut that, or if you've got the top all the way off, you're going to see the body color on the inside of that back door. And then something I just noticed, if you see the bars, the roll bar that goes up, it's body color as well. So when you've got the top all the way off of this, you're gonna see the body color on those bars. That's pretty awesome. The grille is awesome. The headlights are awesome. They look like something that you put aftermarket on an old school Bronco. Everything's just super neat. You can pop the sides of the bumpers off right here with these bolts and give yourself more clearance. You can put bigger tires in, get more clearance for climbing. But I think everything's modular and pops off. Gigantic winch, skid plates all the way down. It is an amazing ride. I love how they pop the light bar on across the top too. It's an amazing example. One of the neat things about the Super Celebration East, and I guess it'll be at all those, is we've got the colors back here. So this is actually paint that will go on the vehicle, and it's every single color. If you can tell, I'm gonna walk you through those colors one by one. This is pretty neat. It's a good opportunity to get to see them before you have to wait and see them at a dealership, because my camera might be a little bit better than maybe a photo you see on Ford's website where you're trying to determine what's that color look like. So we've got Oxford white, and they've actually painted, you know, old school gas cans. It's pretty neat. And then your traditional iconic silver. Both of those are on a ton of Ford vehicles. Cactus gray is very similar to, say, a Leadfoot. There's no metallic in it, but it's a whole lot lighter, almost shark skinish. My wife's personal pick, Area 51. I think that's what the 4-door we get will be. We'll have to see. Carbonized gray is pretty awesome. It's almost like a magnetic gray on an F-150. Cyber orange, no doubt, will be super popular, and that is what the orange Sport over here is. Race red, which Ford has a ton of products in that color. Rapid red, I'm less familiar with, but I'm pretty sure that the Sport you saw was rapid red. We've got Velocity blue, an excellent color. Lightning blue, and so the difference in these two, you're able to see it here pretty good. The lightning blue is it's quite a bit darker. It's almost like Kona blue on a Mustang. And the Velocity blue is a lot brighter, more of a Kelly blue. Antimatter blue, let's talk about this color. This color on my lens here, it looks black. Obviously this is shadow black, no metallic. The antimatter has, I'm gonna go around back here where we get the sun directly on it. Antimatter is, if you can tell, there's a sparkle. It's like a purpley blue sparkle in the paint. So what I would say on this color is it's black with a blue, and I want to say purple, but really all I see is like a blue and turquoise sparkle in the paint. And so from 10 feet, you don't really see it, maybe just a hair in the shade, but when you're up close, it's definitely a beautiful color. So that's the original slate for the 2021. Let me get Raleigh over here. Raleigh, what's your favorite? This is my daughter.
This one?
My daughter's favorite is Velocity blue, and I think I might have to agree with you. I like a lot of these colors, but I think Velocity blue is going to be special. So we are going to get to interview Esteban, who's the brand manager for Bronco, here in just a minute. We've been waiting patiently and waiting our turn in line, but I wanted to give you guys a sneak peek at the two-door Bronco actually in motion. It's pretty cool to get to catch it in motion. It's in the wild. Controlled wild. Wild nonetheless. Guys, this is awesome. Let's see if we can get with Esteban, check this thing out. Sorry, I'm out of breath. I ran up the hill chasing this thing. All right, guys, this is what we've been waiting for. I'm here with the Bronco Brand Manager for the entire Bronco family. This is Esteban Plaza-Jennings, and he's so generous. He's going to take us around the vehicle, talk a little bit, and I've asked him to tell us more about the Bronco launch, about the hype behind it, some of the numbers, some of those things that you may not see on a typical walkthrough video. So I'll let him talk a little bit and I'll shut up.
All right, well, bringing back Bronco, it was a big question within Ford how we were going to do it. I've been working on the project maybe 18 months now, and there's a lot of debate, you know, how do you bring the Bronco back, what sort of reveal events are we going to do, that sort of thing. And the crazy thing about the whole Bronco reveal was that, you know, we had a plan in place for reveal, and then COVID happened. And so, you know, when we were getting ready to execute, and we basically had to turn on a dime and completely change our reveal strategy. So I think everyone's familiar. We went very heavy with like a digital strategy on reveal, a lot of, you know, high quality videos that we created to really show off the capability, functionality of the vehicle, and try and, you know, show you, the public, you Bronco enthusiasts, what this vehicle is capable of.
So can you take me around the vehicle and show me some of your favorite things? As you have I guess you've got to take the most. I've watched you do a couple interviews. You've thrown out some stuff that I hadn't heard before, but just kind of talk about some of the details that the general public may not be aware of.
Yeah, for sure. Well, something that a lot of people don't really think about, but that is pretty innovative for Bronco in terms of the design of the vehicle, is this one-piece grille. So there aren't many cars out there that have a standalone independent grille like this that you can pop in and out relatively easily.
It's hard to take an F-150 grille off.
Right. So we very consciously, because we know, you know, customizing your grille is a big thing that automotive enthusiasts want to do, we made it a standalone single piece design so that in the future customers can upgrade and modify their vehicle. I think this bumper that was designed by in-house at Ford. This Ford Performance modular front bumper is wicked cool. It's steel. The end caps, this one has the end caps removed. You can see, I'm sure you can cut to B-roll for the other one. The other one has the end caps on, but getting better access to the tire if you're rock crawling, better clearance. And then of course, we're gonna have a winch through Ford Performance that'll be available on the vehicle. Warren Xeon 10S, really top-notch winch integrated into this modular front bumper.
You've got a bump on the hood. Anything, let's walk around this way just a little bit. We got a bump up on the hood, and that's something I hadn't noticed in the photos. Is that a throwback to a certain generation with the scoop? On seeing a lot of the things here at the Super Celebration. Is that a kind of a throwback bump?
Yeah, there's a lot of features on the vehicle. You know, when they started designing the Bronco, they actually brought in the head of design at Ford. They brought in his Gen 1 Bronco into the studio and they actually 3D scanned it. And that's literally how they started the design of this vehicle. So, you know, retro is, we don't want to call it retro. We did not want to create a retro vehicle, but we wanted it to have the flavor and pay homage to the Gen 1 Bronco. And you can see that, you know, with this very simple character line that runs the entire length of the vehicle. Very flat sides, very purposeful sides. There's not a lot of superfluous creases in the sheet metal.
Doesn't look like a Lexus or a wannabe of any kind. It definitely has a unique shape.
Yeah, and if you look at a Gen 1, you know, that one over there, you can see the same character line, right? That runs the full length of the vehicle. Some other things that really excite me is, you probably can't quite get it, but this truck has those buttons up top. Those are what we call our hero switches up there. It's one of my favorite parts about Bronco. So we noticed in research that customers on competitive vehicles, you kind of have to fumble around for a lot of those switches when you're off-roading, and typically when you're pushing those buttons, it's because it's a little hairy. Yes. So putting it somewhere up high in the vision line so that the customers can, you know, they can easily depress that was super key for us, key learning for us. It's got a single silicone rubber cover on there, so keep dirt and water and stuff out. And then, I mean, this is a Badlands model, so it has a front stay bar disconnect and front and rear locker standard. That's
everything from inside the vehicle.
Yeah, that's one of the most exciting things I think to be excited about is
you climb a mountain and not even get your boots dirty.
That's the plan.
So the doors, I noticed you've talked about these. These are obviously a prototype, but an accessory that'll be available through Ford.
Yep, we'll have tube doors available through your Ford dealer that you'll be able to get when you purchase a Bronco.
The manual is probably the most talked about right now, and the V8. I'm not as concerned about the V8. We're excited about Ford moving towards a turbo future. And what they've been able to pull out of that. But can you speak to the manual gearbox?
Yeah, so it's a 6+1 manual gearbox with a crawler gear, and in this Badlands series with a 4.7 final drive ratio, you can get a 95:1 crawl ratio.
That's huge.
Yep.
Like, that's steep, guys.
So it's pretty neat. To get in the crawler gear, it's like getting it into reverse. So there's a pull tab that you lift up on
the actual shifter.
Yeah. So basically, like, it's this deal.
You just pull up and
right
go in reverse.
So no,
or down to C.
Down to C. Yeah.
You can see right there. There's
it'd
a
be
C
like
on
going.
the bottom.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Awesome.
It's pretty seamless.
And so I know a lot of people are huge fans. If you're going to crawl these things, a lot of people are going to want the two-door. Can we look behind this seat here and kind of see what's behind?
Yeah.
But a big question is can a family use a two-door? I would say yes. This side's flipped down, but over there you can tell.
You want me to flip it up for you?
Sure. For kids, you could definitely put kids back there. I don't think it's a date night vehicle for two couples. Two couples could go off-roading in it, but it's definitely got the room back there. Obviously not like the four-door, but you drop the top on this or take the top off and put the doors in the back. Now, do the doors on the two-door store in the rear like they do on the Ford?
They don't. And the reason for that is we actually created a unique two-door and four-door door. So this door is longer than on a 4-door.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason was we wanted to make it easy to get in that back seat. We want to make that back seat more usable.
Yep.
So we made the opening bigger, and unfortunately this has a smaller cargo area as well, being a 2-door. So door longer, cargo area smaller.
Both directions.
Doesn't fit.
Not the right deal. Obviously, let me ask you this: biggest size tire you can put on the factory 2 and 4-door?
Yeah, so you can get 35-inch tires from the factory.
From the factory.
Yep. So we have our Sasquatch package, and that's available on every trim series. And it comes with 35-inch Goodyear mud terrains. It also automatically gives you front and rear locking differentials, and it gives you our Haas suspension with Boostane position-sensitive dampers. So it's a killer package. I mean, it'll turn any series into a super capable off-roader.
Wow. Can we move around to the back and just look at a little bit of the creature comfort functional things? So cargo space in the 2 is still not bad. This is equivalent, I think, to maybe like a Ford Explorer in the rear. So it's quite a bit of space. But you can flip those seats down like the one was when we peeked back there a second ago, and have a ton of room back here. But some of this extra tech that they've built in, I won't call it tech, some of the extra functionality that they've built in, like this flip down. You got Bronco everywhere. I was pointing out earlier, one of the coolest things is the fact that the tailgate door and the roll bars are all body color. Instead of some cheap plastic pop on, you get to keep the body color. And if you walk around the show here, that's a theme you see over and over. Everybody's paint job comes to the inside of the vehicle.
Yeah.
And so that's a good throwback feature. Obviously the flip class. Anything, what are you most excited about? Or will you be a Bronco driver yourself? Yeah,
definitely. I think just the interior innovations to me, being able to have the washout floors, the vinyl seats, that really appeals to me. Being able to, I'm like a no frills kind of guy, so being able to get a Badlands with the base equipment package, so I get all the really good off-road bits, but I also get, kind of a minimalist interior. To me, that's a killer package that's pretty hard to find in the automotive marketplace today.
It seems like if you get that upper level trim, you can't get the interior you want. And so I guess what you're saying is with Bronco, you guys have designed the packages in a way at Ford to be able to give the customer exactly what they want.
Exactly.
Buddy, I appreciate your time.
Yeah, you bet.
COVID nuts, and we'll catch you at the next one.
Sounds good. Take care.
Let's talk colors. Throw a comment down below with the color that you would like to have. What did you order, or what do you want to order? What's your favorite that you would pick out of this crew? Awesome colors. Let me know down below. And go ahead and give the video a like as well. That way we know you're watching. So this is the 2-door Bronco chassis, Badlands Sasquatch. So a lot of detail there. You can see the front suspension in great detail here. I'm not going to pretend to know everything about what we're looking at. A lot of haters about what they've done in the front, but I think you're going to find that this is a vehicle you can actually drive all year round and not sacrifice comfort, but also be able to do almost everything you'd ever need to do off-road. Gas tank similar to F-150, a polymer over on the side, one pipe muffler out the back, nice looking frame, and I believe those are 35s as well. It's a beast. This is a Bronco Sport. It's also the Badlands trim. They've got it decked out in the off-rodeo sport truck livery, gear all over the top. This has got the black top on it, just like the orange truck did. I'm gonna poke inside here. Looks like similar interior. Body matched door handles. The glass on the back is like a wedge piece. It's pretty neat. And this one has Backroad snap down, and they've got two full-size mountain bikes in there with plenty of room for cargo outside of that. Really neat graphics. Same wheels as on the orange vehicle. I'm gonna poke the camera in here. But you can tell, like, guys, this isn't a traditional Ford where everything's not soft touch. There's tons of soft touch in here, tons of just extra on the trim, extra patterns and textures. Got the Bronco in the
I'm going back this way.
backrest. Two-tone leather. That's black leather with a brown undertone like they punched through. And then obviously a regular sunroof here. And then there's not an optional on this one. It probably comes with that. Just a sweet rig, guys. Sweet rig. This is gonna sell really well. If you've been, you know, kind of a snob about, well, I'm not buying anything but the real Bronco, when you see this in person on the road, I think you're gonna be able to tell it's way more distinctive than any other thing in its price range at all. Bronco Super Celebration East was awesome. We're out of there. Our crew had a great time. It was awesome to get a little hands-on with the new 2021 Ford Bronco, the two-door, the four-door, the Sport. The Sport was impressive. Probably impressed me more how awesome and how well put together it was and how high quality it was. I love the look of the two-door. I think the four-door big Bronco can absolutely be a family hauler. And with the suspension the way it is on the front versus the Wrangler, I think it's going to be super comfortable for years to come. So we're pumped about it. Guys, if you want to follow us as we get our 2 first edition Broncos and see what color we get, see kind of how we build that out, and then watch the content that we do, go ahead and hit sub below. Go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. We do truck content. We have something that we just purchased that we're going to be picking up in the next few days that you're going to want to catch. So don't hesitate to reach out in the comments, ask some questions about the event we were just at. Super Celebration East 2020 was awesome, and we look forward to getting our 2021 Broncos. I'm Backroad driver Brad Miser. Catch you in the next one. All right, favorite color? Bronco, go.
What's it called? That blue color?
Velocity blue?
Velocity blue. Velocity blue.
Area 51.
I think we got a blue family.